Hey there, everybody. This is Gary from Constricted and Addicted. And this morning I got up, Saturday, around 5 a.m., and I went to go check on the remainder of my snakes that are in shed. And we have 2 more that shed. So part 2 of the snakes that have shed. I'm going to grab them real quick, bring them out, and we're going to see what they look like. Here is my Peruvian, and just wow. I know I said a lot of wows about him yesterday, but I mean, this is after a shed. The guy is just an amazing looking animal. His markings, again, just absolutely incredible. He's one of my favorites as far as my localities are concerned. I'm a big fan of the darker snakes, and he's definitely been a joy to have in my collection and a great animal to work with. He's pretty docile. He had some defensiveness before getting him out, and he hasn't struck at me trying to get him out lately. But yeah, just a beautiful example of a boa constrictor longiquata, Peruvian longtail. And here, of course, is the shed for the longiquata. One piece, nice, all together. And here is my Nicaraguan Freya after her shed. And just, again, super dark. She's, I mean, a very dark Nicaraguan. And very clean, just extremely iridescent. She's definitely got beautiful markings on her. One of the things I've noticed, right, when I got her, she had a pretty vibrantly red tail. You know, not a red tail boa, but she had a pretty vibrantly red tail. And that tail has really gotten dark. The red in the tail has almost disappeared. But here she is, just a beautiful example of a Nicaraguan boa constrictor, a locality boa constrictor. She would probably get maximum 5 to 6 feet long, full grown. But just a joy to handle. Like I kind of explained yesterday, she was purchased as a learning tool for me to learn how to tame a aggressive boa constrictor, or a defensive boa constrictor, I should say. And she's not even ever been that way. So this is Freya, Nicaraguan boa constrictor, fresh skin. And here is the shed for Freya. Another full complete shed. Again, this is how I can verify and what means to me that my husbandry is correct. Good, clean, one-piece sheds, humidity's good, the snakes are healthy. As you can see when I display them, they're pretty active and they're pretty inquisitive. So, you know, that's all good, but I think this right here is the telltale. When you've got a nice, clean, full shed, the inside parameters of the enclosures, to me, must be working. So we're gonna do one more snake, and here we go. And we'll end this video with this guy right here. This is Coconut. A lot of people know Coconut. Coconut is my call albino, who is probably one of my favorites. This guy is just such a beautiful, inquisitive animal. He's very good with people, extremely docile. He's one of the very first boa constrictors that I had purchased to kind of get my granddaughter used to a larger snake. When I got back into doing the snakes a few years ago, it was really because of my granddaughter, and she wanted to see what it was like. She said her mom had told her about all the big snakes that she grew up with. So we decided to do a ball python collection. Well, that didn't last long with me. So what we did is we decided to move into the Boas, and I bought him Coconut from Indian River Constrictors. I bought one of my other boa constrictors from Indian River Constrictors as well. So I figured, I talked to Terry and asked him if he had a boa that was gentle and that would be good for at the time, I think my 9-year-old granddaughter. And he suggested Coconut to me. Coconut has just been a great, great animal to have, animal to handle. He's a little hyper right now, as you can see. But all that means to me is he's got nothing wrapped. So he's like looking for some security. But once he gets wrapped and once he settles down, this is just one of the most amazing boas that I have. And he's just a call albino, a morph boa constrictor. And this is, I mean, to me, this is what the difference, like if you have a locality boa constrictor, sometimes they can be a little bit difficult because of the fact that they're locality. And then when you have a morph boa constrictor, they're a little more socialized. So they're a little more domesticated than your locality boa constrictors. All of my locality boa constrictors are pretty docile. So anyways, hey you guys, thanks for watching. So I've got a couple of more boas right now that are still in shed. I've got my Tamaulipas, I've got my Suriname, and I believe even Coconut is starting to go into shed. So today is also the feeding day, so we might be doing a video later on the feeding of the animals. So hey, thanks for watching, appreciate it, and we'll be back.